this is Paul. Yeah. Now, I really like this statement. This embarrassment and economic harm is not enough. Yeah. Under their own name. I've really suffered a lot of embarrassment and economic harm. Yeah. Now, after the 2 millionth email, 30,000 videos, yes. You thought nothing of embarrassing me because of you making me go to court where you say I'm delusional for knowing I wasn't in Brennan. Yeah. I was schizophrenic and bipolar for knowing I wasn't in Squim, Washington. Yes. You said that me, myself, yes, wanting my civil rights enforced, yes, was crazy, mentally ill. That you don't have to protect the due process rights of those that are named as respondents. Yes. That you could issue a dissolution of marriage without any proof of service. You could give custody of my sons, yes, to my wife, right, without a marriage license from a nation of reciprocity. And then you didn't have to pull them out of school when I told you that they were 2 grades behind where they should be. Now that's a lot of embarrassment to know that my sons are in the wrong grades and you won't enforce the law. Then there's the economic harm of the innovations. Yes. By this standard, most FCA relators have trouble justifying the anonymous filing. I'm not even going to try. Because they say, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit set a similar standard. Lawsuits are public events. Oh, a plaintiff should be permitted, right? Lawsuits are public events. Every individual in the United States of America should know about every one of them. Every citizen of the United States should know when I'm suing a senator. Yes. When I'm suing a representative. When I'm suing a governor. Yes. When I'm suing those that are attorneys, prosecutors, public defenders. Yes. When I'm suing every judge of the United States of America. These are public events. Yes. The U.S. Court of Appeals says for the 11th Circuit, that's what they said. Such a similar standard. Yes, they do. A plaintiff should be permitted to proceed anonymously only in those exceptional cases involving matters of highly sensitive and personal nature. Yeah, I thought it was highly sensitive and of personal nature. Every time you put my name in the newspaper, Budnick. Yes. Then there's real danger. I have broken teeth and a lot of pain, and then there's me having to put the doctor's note on my drive to prove, because I thought the public defender's office was going to say, well, you're lying, and I thought, no, I better get a doctor's note. And then there's that very personal nature of them actually calling Vimeo to make sure that it's not something. Well, you have to accept, yes, the documentation that I provide. And if anybody decides to call Vimeo to verify it being factual, yes, other than the sleep study themselves, oh, I'm going to sue you for the highly sensitive and personal nature of having sleep apnea. Oh. Then there's real danger. I'm in real danger of being admitted to Western State Hospital. Yeah, and the very physical harm of psychotropic medication being administered against my will? Yes, because the sheriff and the won't admit the evidence I wasn't there and I wasn't cyber stalking. Or where the injury litigated against would be incurred as a result of the disclosure of the plaintiff's identity. Yes. The risk that a plaintiff may suffer some embarrassment is not enough. Now, I was doing this at 2200 last night. Yeah. Now, you don't think it's embarrassing right now. I think I can sue you for that. Now, these states that have the statutory vehicles, yeah, let's get all of those, okay? I'm thinking because of all of the different ways that you besmirched my reputation. Yes. Believing my wife when she said, well, he's crazy and you didn't have jurisdiction. You wouldn't expunge my actual court record and arrest from Guam. Yes. Now, Virginia's code, yes, yes, yes. The burden of showing special circumstance such that the need for anonymity outweighs the public interest in knowing the party's identity. How many Americans would like to know my identity right now? I think they all would. Could put it on Facebook? Yes. Could make a video. The statute also lists factors to be considered by the court. Now, I thought there was a retaliation against me for telling the sheriffs and the police departments, yes, that my civil rights are being violated. Article 4, Section 1 to 4. And then the mental harm, yeah. Well, we're going to cancel it last Thursday so as to confuse him. And then I respond last Friday, and you don't call me back. Now, am I to think that there is a court hearing tomorrow? Yeah. What if I missed it? I didn't actually hear from my public defender, and I would have thought they have an obligation to contact me. Yes. Now, when, oh, the ages of the persons whose privacy interests are sought to be protected. All the times that I put my son's actual age, yes, and their social security numbers, proving that they were in the wrong grade, and the school districts right now. Even if the court does permit the use of a pseudonym, and I'm not thinking they will. There's this question of airtight anonymity. Now, realtors, yes, still must disclose their true identity. And I thought, oh, 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 the QTAM purposes, yes. Mhm. Do you think that you could admit the evidence? Yes. See, in Congress in 1986, Congress, in the words of one court, let loose a posse of ad hoc deputies to uncover and prosecute frauds against the government. Specifically, Congress substantially amended the False Claims Act, 31 U.S. Code 3729, etc., to encourage corporate insiders aware of fraud to deliver the information to the United States by filing a lawsuit. Yes. Now that's who they were targeting with this. What was it again? Yeah. They wanted corporate insiders, but then there's that posse of ad hoc deputies. Ooh. Whistleblowers can obtain up to 25% of the government's recovery. If the government does decline to intervene, the relator can obtain up to 30% of the recovery. Ooh. Now, let's say I'm just a regular old citizen, but I am a named party in all of these arrests where I wasn't in those cities. Yes. I'm a named party on all those protection orders where there was no due process. Yes. I'm a named party in the dissolution of marriage where you gave custody of my sons to my wife and they've been in the wrong grade. Ouch. Now, you would think, yes, that I can use these same exact laws as if I was a corporate insider because